So how do Samsung's brand new Galaxy Buds FE compare to the rest of the Galaxy Buds lineup? Well, I have all of them right here and I wanted to figure that out. So in this video, we'll be diving into a thorough comparison of the brand new Galaxy Buds FE versus the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro versus the Galaxy Buds 2 versus the Galaxy Buds Pro, and also I'll throw in the Galaxy Buds Live. Those are the 5 models that I think you're able to buy right now. So I'm gonna break this down into some in-depth testing and analysis throughout this video. Let's start off with the prices of these, just kind of give you an idea of what the general hierarchy is. The most expensive ones are going to be the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, selling at $229, but after a trade-in, which is basically guaranteed with any pair of earbuds out there, it goes down to $180. We've got the Galaxy Buds 2, which are not quite half, but they're a lot less. It's $150 MSRP. But again, with any trade-in at all, that drops it down to $120. We have the Galaxy Buds FE, which are originally $99, but with a trade-in, that brings it down to $75. And then the next 3, honestly, the price changes a lot because they are older models. The Galaxy Buds Pro are about $200. The Galaxy Buds Live are about $80-ish. And the Galaxy Buds Plus are somewhere around $100 if you're able to find them. Of course, I'll have links to all 5 of these, or all 6 of those, in the description below, because like I said, if there's one thing Samsung does with their pricing, it's change it. And so this next test, I think, is really going to surprise you. Talking a little bit more about the active noise cancellation with these, I did a couple different tests where I played a sound at a set distance away and turned it up and tried to see at what volume the earbuds could no longer block that out. So a higher level means better active noise cancellation. And I was blown away by this. I duplicated the test and I got the same results over and over and over again. And surprisingly, in first place is the cheapest pair. The Galaxy Buds FE actually have the best active noise cancellation out of the entire lineup, which is shocking to me. The rest of them are basically in order of price, where you have the Buds 2 Pro and then the Buds Pro and then the Buds 2 and then the Buds Live. But the FE just being in first place was so shocking. But that first test is really just based on jet noises, like a constant droning sound. So you might say, well, what about if it's like a higher pitch noise? Maybe the other ones have a better engine on there and they're better at doing that. Well, actually, no. Again, the Buds FE did a better job with high voices, blocking 40.7 decibels. And then although all the rest were relatively close, it was definitely noticeable when I was using these that they were better than the other ones. So ANC, whoa, crazy. Let's talk about the transparency though. So again, I kind of want to test these out and see which one sounds best with transparency mode, excluding the Galaxy Buds Live because you can just hear everything anyway with those. The Galaxy Buds 2 Pro have the best transparency mode out of these. It sounds relatively natural. I can hear all my surroundings. Like if I just, yeah, everything sounds like I can hear where things are. It sounds real, like it sounds normal. Just sounds like a little bit quieter, and there definitely is a white noise. So it's not perfect. It's not like my normal ears, but definitely in first place. Going into second place, the Galaxy Buds 2 are actually maybe even tied for first. These sound really natural. I think slightly more robotic, so slightly more of like a lower quality microphone on these. But regardless, yeah, these definitely get the job done. So in third place, we have the Galaxy Buds FE. These are definitely the least pronounced with the transparency mode, or ambient mode as Samsung calls it. So they're really, like, it sounds a lot more muffled, but everything still does sound pretty natural. All right, then in last place, we actually have the Galaxy Buds Pro. Even though my voice sounds the most natural through these, like one earbud sounds a little bit louder than the other. There's definitely a lot of white noise, and it amplifies like higher pitched things. Like if I rub on my jacket or my shirt, like I really hear that a lot. Starting off with the design of these, like I said, the cases are all very similar, but the colors and the finish on the case is going to be different. So the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro are the most different out of these. All the rest are relatively glossy. The Buds 2 Pro can definitely get scuffed and scratched a little bit more easily, but otherwise the cases are nearly all identical, with one huge exception, and that is that this case, for some reason, doesn't have wireless charging. All the other ones, even the $80 Galaxy Buds Live, have wireless charging on a nearly identical case. Samsung decided to omit that on the Galaxy Buds FE. And something tells me that's not going to be the only thing Samsung withheld from these earbuds. Now, opening up the cases on all these earbuds, the geometry of the earbuds is all quite different. So I think now's a good time to get into the fit and comfort analysis to see what the pros and cons are of each of these designs. Starting off with the Galaxy Buds FE, I'm actually putting these in first place for the best fit, because they have this little rubber wingtip on there. So when I put them in my ear, you kind of twist back a little bit and it locks them in your ear. So these, like, I can work out, do burpees, any kind of dynamic movement, and these never fall out of my ears. And the wingtip is adjustable. There's a couple different sizes. So I think for most people out there, this is going to be the most secure. In addition, the geometry is really nice here in that you have this little indent where the touchpad is. These all have touch controls, but the indent there allows you to adjust the earbud on the outside without accidentally pressing that touchpad. Looking at the other ones, for example, the Galaxy Buds 2, like, where is the touchpad? Where does it start? Where does it end? If I need to adjust the fit of the earbud, I'm almost definitely going to be pausing my music by accident. So going into second place for the best fit design here, these are actually the Buds2 Pro. You can see they have an interesting geometry that sticks up a little bit. It almost acts as if it were a wingtip. Then in third place, we have the Galaxy Buds Pro. These go a lot deeper in my ear canal. They don't really grab my ear as well. Then we have the Galaxy Buds 2. Really, the only thing holding these in your ear is going to be the silicone tip. So if you find like a foam tip on these, they're probably going to stay in pretty well. But with the ones that they come with by default, it doesn't stay in my ears well. If I start sweating when I'm running, it falls out. Like, they don't stay in especially well. And then we have the Galaxy Buds Live. Again, some people love these, but I think putting these in your ear, like, they just are not secure at all. There's very little that holds them in my ears, so I generally don't recommend them for anybody who's doing a lot of working out. But as far as comfort goes, I like to distinguish between fit and comfort. Fit is going to be like how secure they are in your ears, and comfort is more so if I'm just sitting at my desk all day, which one can I wear for the longest? And even though the Buds FE fit the best, they're not number one in comfort. Number one in comfort for me is actually the Buds2 Pro. Like I said, they are a lighter design. They have a softer silicone rubber there. So putting them in your ear, it doesn't really give me nearly as much ear fatigue, and I can wear them for a really long time. In second place, I have to say the Buds Live actually are pretty comfortable just because they just gently sit in your ear. Then in third place, we have the Buds 2. These are incredibly tiny, and like I said, they can sit, like, they're super light, so they're gonna sit in your ear very comfortably for a long time. You'll barely even know they're there. Then we have the Galaxy Buds FE all the way down in fourth place, which is not to say they're uncomfortable. I still like them a lot, and I can wear these for probably 3 to 4 hours without getting substantial ear fatigue. But that wingtip is a relatively firm rubber, so it is going to give you a little bit more fatigue than the other ones. And then in last place is actually the Buds Pro, just because they go so deep in my ear and it's kind of like a big plastic thing to shove in your ear, it does give me a bit more fatigue. All right, let's get into a mic test. And this is the test. All right, so these are the Galaxy Buds FE indoors, obviously in a studio environment. If I was like hanging out, talking to you on the phone, this is kind of what it would sound like. And now these are the Galaxy Buds 2. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, like, in my edit, rearrange these in the order that I think they're best, but you can leave a comment and let me know which ones you think actually sound better. So now these are the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, but as I was saying, just like in the comments, you could say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then for each one, just say like Buds FE, Buds 2 Pro, and let me know which one actually sounds the best. So now these are the Galaxy Buds Pro. Do they stick out of my ears? So, like, they feel like they go so deep in my ears, and I feel like they're still, maybe they're not, they feel like they're sticking out a lot. They're pretty chunky, but regardless, this is what the microphone would sound like. And now these are the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live, but these are all, like, sure, it's great indoors, but let's go to an outdoor environment and see what it sounds like in a noisier situation. All right, so I'm outside with the Galaxy Buds Pro right here in a noisy environment. Let me know how this sounds to you. Now, these are the Galaxy Buds FE. Oh, look at the leaves are changing already. It's kind of crazy. It's going to be a totally bare tree soon. So here we've got some background noise for the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. I would expect these to be the best, but you can leave a comment and let me know for yourself. So then these are the Galaxy Buds 2. I think these are probably going to sound pretty decent. They look like little tiny cotton balls in my ear. Hey, look at that. I mean, obviously there's different colors, but they're just so round. Like, look at that. These are the Galaxy Buds Live. Again, there's not really any transparency mode on these because I could just hear my voice because they don't block anything. All right, and now we get into the sound quality. And personally, I was really excited about this, and it was so fun to analyze these because they're all made by the same company. So you can see, like, they're all trying to do the same thing, but they have totally different hardware that makes them more or less capable of doing that. So like I said, it was fun to analyze these, and I think it's no surprise, in first place, the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro definitely sound the best. They have 24-bit audio, so you're getting better resolution on these, They're also lively and a little bit more capable than the other ones with the generally more natural and articulate sound. You're getting a warm sound with these, very clean mid-bass as well, and a nice capable balance across the board that gives you a pretty pleasant sound with basically any genre of music I tried with these. They definitely sound the best out of the bunch, but it kind of makes you wonder, like, if sound is your priority or if audio quality is your priority, are these actually like 2 to 3 times better than, say, the Galaxy Buds FE? Like $230 is a lot for a pair of earbuds. And then we have the Galaxy Buds Pro. These have more of a full sound than the Live and the Buds 2. They have a little bit less clarity compared to the 2 Pro and a little bit less resolution as well. And they can get like a tad bloated, but still a generally pleasant sound with these earbuds. The Buds 2 have really small drivers. It's a really tiny pair of earbuds, so you're getting generally weaker bass out of these. The tuning is kind of similar though, so you're getting a lot of high-end clarity and high-end details with these. So I think they're pretty solidly in 3rd place among this lineup. Then we have the Galaxy Buds FE in 4th place, which are just a little bit more flat. There's not as much resolution with these. They can be a little bit bloated with the mid bass, and it kind of makes the vocals like a little bit less pronounced, which kind of leads also to some weaker instrument separation. And I know I just said like 4 negatives in a row, but like in general, these are pretty solid earbuds for this price. For $75, like Samsung I think did more than enough to make these hang with the rest of them. And then we have the Galaxy Buds, wait, where'd they go? The Buds Live. Here we go. Down here, they're charging. The Galaxy Buds Live, I have to put these in last place because they sound kind of further away to me. They sound more distant, and they're really easily disrupted. That's kind of the big thing. So the earbuds, because they don't have good alignment in your ears, if you bump them slightly or just twist them even a little bit, it's going to drastically change how the audio is actually played out of these earbuds. Okay, so remember before when I said that the wireless charging was not the only thing Samsung holding back on the Buds FE? Well, now we're gonna talk a little bit more about the features here, and that's gonna really, in my opinion, make the difference between these. So these are all good earbuds, but Samsung chose to give certain pairs different features and not other ones. And it's really probably just a business thing. They want to sell more of one pair than the other because it's probably pretty easy to add these features to the other ones. But starting off with the Galaxy Buds FE, these have Bluetooth 5.2 instead of 5.3. Doesn't really change much. You still get mono mode and you still have the ability to seamlessly switch between Samsung devices, only Samsung devices, but Samsung devices. We still have in-ear detection. You can use ambient mode during calls. You have SmartThings Find, so they're easy to locate. You do have the ability to touch and hold and choose what that's going to do between Bixby, Spotify, active noise cancellation, volume. They also have Bixby Wake Up, so you just talk to Bixby. If you're into that, not my thing, but hey, you know, if you use Bixby, good for you. They have gaming mode for lower latency, they can read your notifications aloud, and you can block touches. Some things they don't have, however, is the neck stretch reminder. So the Buds2 Pro have this cool feature when, if you're looking down a lot, it'll detect that and tell you like, hey, it's not good for your neck, like, fix it. Which, I know what you're thinking. When that first came out, I was like, come on, like, I don't need that. And then I started wearing them, and you don't realize how much you're actually looking down. Like, it is bad for your neck, so it's kind of nice that your earbuds remind you that, but you can turn it off if you really don't like it. Also, these don't have active noise cancellation with multiple levels on the Buds FE. You can't double tap the earbud edge for volume. I don't know why they got rid of that. Even the Buds Plus had that. They don't have voice detect. They don't have 360 audio, which, let's be honest, I don't use 360 audio. Some people do, and like every pair of earbuds this year thinks is important, but to me, it's not important. Like, I don't care about 360 audio. But moving on to the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Like I said, these have a lot of cool features on them. They do have Bluetooth 5.3, so actually the newest version there. And like I said, you can do all the same stuff with enabling tap for single, double, triple tap. They do have those neck stretch reminders I was just talking about, and basically everything else that we had with the Galaxy Buds FE, in addition to also having 360 audio, voice detect, which like pauses your music and turns on transparency when you start talking. They do have double tap earbud edge, and that can control your volume. So these have basically the most features out of all of them, but there are some features the Buds 2 Pro don't have that other earbuds do have. But going on to the Galaxy Buds 2, these have basically all the same features as the Galaxy Buds FE, but they also have Bluetooth 5.2, just because they're an older model, it kind of makes sense. They do have multiple transparency levels. For me, that's not really that important, but it's there if you want it. And these, again, do not have 360 audio. They don't have voice detect, and they don't have multiple levels of ANC. Then we have the Galaxy Buds Live. These actually have the most unique feature set on here. These actually work with iPhones. So these came out before Samsung decided, hey, we need to make our ecosystem exclusive to Android devices. So if you have an iPhone and you like the Galaxy Beans, like, hey, go for it. Good for you. You can use those. That's not to say the other ones don't work with iPhones. They totally do. You just won't be able to update them or change settings on them. You can't customize it because you can't get the app. And then, of course, the Galaxy Buds Pro have a similar feature set to the Buds2 Pro, but they're lacking some of those cooler features on there, like voice detect, the double tap earbud edge, and different things like that. You also can't disable single, double, or triple tap, weirdly enough. Now, one of the interesting differences Samsung chose with these earbuds is actually the water resistance rating. I'm not sure why they did it the way they did it, but a lot of these are IPX2, including the Galaxy Buds FE, the old Galaxy Buds Plus, and the Galaxy Buds Live, while the other ones on this list are IPX7 water resistant, which means you can basically dunk them in water and they're going to be fine. Whereas IPX2, like I said before, those are going to be, like, if it drizzles, you're okay. If it sweats, you're okay. But if you drop it in a puddle, like, you might be toast. But then we get into yet another big win for the Galaxy Buds FE. Despite being the cheaper model and despite Samsung really stripping a lot back from these, they really crush it in a couple categories. And one of them is the battery life. You're getting 6 hours in the earbuds, 21 hours when you include the case, and that's with active noise cancellation on. But if you turned ANC off, you're getting 8.5 hours in the earbuds and 30 hours when you include the case, which is a pretty massive number. Now, the Galaxy Buds Live, you're getting 8 hours in the earbuds and 29 in the case. The Buds 2 get 5 hours in the earbuds and 20 in the case. Definitely on the low side there. The Galaxy Buds Pro and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro are both 5 hours in the earbuds and 18 hours when you include the case. But the Buds 2 Pro, to be fair, if you turn off ANC, you're getting 29 hours when you include the case, so relatively similar. Across the board, the battery life's always, pretty decent there. But the question remains, which of these is the best pair to buy? And I think a lot of people would say, well, it depends, and kind of give you like 5 different answers here. I don't want to do that. I want to boil it down and just give you a clean, cut and dried answer. And for me, I think I would say, if you can afford it, if you have the money and you want more premium experience with more features, like double tap earbud edge and different things like that, and you want better sound quality and arguably better microphones, then the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro are definitely still the best pair to buy. It's no surprise. They're 2.5 times the price of the Buds FE. But I would say for basically anybody else, I would probably skip the Buds 2, the Buds Pro, the Buds Live, even the Galaxy Buds Plus, and I would just get the Galaxy Buds FE. Like, these earbuds, despite being the cheapest in this lineup, are actually the best in a lot of things. Like, they have the best active noise cancellation in the lineup. They have the best secure fit in the lineup. They have really good microphones in this lineup. Like, they do a great job. And even though Samsung throttled them by not giving them the same features as the others, including like the lack of wireless charging, which, come on, Samsung, why would you do that? They're still like a great buy, and I would still buy them. So that's my answer for this entire lineup. I don't want to offend you. If you already have the Buds 2, trust me, they're great earbuds, and I wouldn't sell them to get the Buds FE, but I'm just saying, if you're buying a new pair, might as well save some money there. Since you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.